to southern and eastern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. Hillbilly Days began in 1977 and it is now bigger than ever. The festival brings more than 100,000 people to downtown Pikeville for a good time and a good cause. WYMT's Marianne Fletcher is live with more. Marianne?
Steve, Shriners Children's Hospital always offers care to children up to the age of 18 years old completely free. Now, all of this got started with Shady Grady Kinney and Dirty Ear Howard Stratton, who wanted to have a parade to raise money for local children. Since 1986, Hillbilly Days has raised around $1.3 million for the Shriners. I talked with Shriner Mike Tinsley from South Carolina about their fundraising efforts.
We sell these little hillbilly buttons. It has the year every year on them. We come, we hand stamp them, make about 4,000 or 5,000, and all $1. And all our money goes, like I say, to help our hospitals.
Now there are 22 Shriners Children's Hospital. The closest one being, of course, the one in Lexington. Now, I'll see you guys back here at 6. I'll send it back to you, Steve.
All right. Always a good time down in Pikeville, and as you said, for a good cause too. Well, tonight an update on a deputy injured in a head-on crash last night. It happened just before 10 on Slate Branch Road outside of Somerset. The sheriff's office says the officer was off duty. That deputy was flown to a hospital. State police are investigating the crash. A Pulaski County Sheriff's Office spokesman said they understand the deputy was conscious and talking and that his injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. In Corbin, police need your help finding two people they say vandalized a walking bridge. Here's the photo police released. They say it happened on April 6th along Engineer Street. If you have any information, you can call 606-215-6239.
And it is a beautiful day here in Pikeville for the first official day of Hillbilly Days. It's a little steamy out here as well, but at least all of us are seeing sunshine across eastern Kentucky. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those cameras. You'll notice that UVA-Y's camera is seeing those sunshine and not really many clouds in the sky, just a few. Now we're seeing those partly cloudy skies across the area. And as we go ahead and take a look at satellite and radar, there's those clouds we were talking about, but we have been dry throughout the day. Bad news is we see that kind of change as we head into tomorrow. Temperatures, they're very warm into those low to mid 80s. It is officially the warmest day of the year so far. We actually reached a high of 85 today, which ties that record that was set back in 2011. Dew points into those upper 40s, lower 50s. So it's not muggy outside, it's just very warm. We're seeing some very dry air. Now that's for now. Now for tonight, we will see a very warm evening continue. Rain chances move into the forecast tomorrow, and also that weekend forecast has a little bit of some showers as well. We'll break down the full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Steve.
All right, Paige, thank you very much. Well, as spring arrives, so does the dreaded allergy season. WYMT's Lauren McCourt talked with physicians about what we can do to possibly prevent those runny noses.
With allergy season upon us, many of us are feeling the effects. But for some people, they do not only experience it in the spring.
Allergy season can be all year round, depending on the person.
Especially if you're spending more time outside.
Outdoor allergies pretty much start as soon as the pollen starts to bloom.
Allergy season is in full spring here in eastern Kentucky, according to Dr. Molly O'Rourke.
So we're definitely starting it right now.
If you are coughing, sneezing, having a runny nose, or itchy eyes, you most likely have allergies.
In order to actually develop an allergy, you have to have an exposure to that element and over time develop allergies. You're not born with allergies.
But have no fear, it is treatable.
You can use things like over-the-counter medications or prescription medications depending on the person.
This causes the allergy medication sales to increase this time of year.
Our Zyrtec count has went up a lot here in the last couple of weeks because of the pollen count being so high.
Though you cannot prevent allergies completely.
If you're going to go outside, you're going to get an allergy flare.
There is still ways to treat it once it starts.
You can use medication to kind of deal with the symptoms.
In Perry County, Lauren McCourt, WYMT Mountain News.
Dr. O'Rourke says usually outdoor allergy season lasts until midsummer. While the sun shines bright here at home, a spring blizzard is affecting 17 million people across the Midwest. Heavy snow has shut down major highways, grounded flights, and stranded travelers. Hard to believe. Some areas could see nearly 2 feet of snow before the storm ends tomorrow. 6 states are under blizzard warnings.
One of our assets in Kentucky is horses. I think another asset that needs to be a part of that is the riders.
Researchers at UK Sports Medicine Institute are working on their Jockey Equine Initiative, which aims to make discoveries concerning jockey and equestrian protection, safety, and performance. To do this, they are using state-of-the-art technology, such as this mechanical horse, which simulates a horse's movement during a race. And according to researchers, jockey safety is a subject that hasn't been extensively researched until now.
So one of the things we're working on is both policy as well as being a resource for jockeys and equestrians to come and better understand what their performance measures are.
I also spoke to Javier Castellano, a jockey with more than 5,000 first-place wins under his belt, and he says he's excited about how this research may impact the entire racing community.
I think it really helped a lot, I'll be honest with you, because we don't have it too much, technology lately. Now they try to put everything together, help the jockey move forward.
And while the research is only focused on jockeys for now, Matacola says he hopes to expand his research to other equestrian disciplines.
We've actually been working with some of the other groups to identify ways that we can use our methodology to give them feedback, whether it's eventers, cross-country, or dressage.
Adam Burnison, WYMT Mountain News.
And that was Adam Burnison talking about jockey safety. Part of the Jockey Equine Initiative also focuses on concussions and how to better help jockeys recover from them. A busload of Hazard Independent students walked the new Healthy Mile, a project brought to Hazard by a Community Leadership of Kentucky grant. The grant came through the UK Center for Excellence in Rural Health. Ben Brayman, Perry County's trail developer and designer, says this grant is designed to help community leaders develop projects benefiting the community in a healthy way. He says the mile-long trail connects the library to local shopping and healthcare providers.
The nuts and bolts of it are finished. This walking loop is open. It's safe. We have speed bumps and crosswalks. It will progress over time with benches, some landscaping, and hopefully some sponsored fitness stations along the route.
Walkers can access the trail in front of the ARH Medical Mall. The trail takes you through the Medical Mall's Vascular Testing Center and continues around to a crosswalk in front of the library. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, a record number of robocalls are flooding our telephone lines. Hear how lawmakers are trying to block those calls.
And we saw plenty of sunshine today, but does that continue as we head into your Friday, Saturday, or even the rest of the weekend? I'll have those details coming up in just a few short minutes.
High school, it can be a trying time for many, and more so if you're a young woman. Straight ahead, hear about how a group or one single student is anonymously using Post-it notes to spread positivity.